What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the last episode, we took on affinity missions with both Celica and Secretary Nagi, and got them as party members. In this episode, well, we're going to do two more affinity missions. These ones are required to take on the next story chapter, and they all revolve around my boy Gwen, which is why he's currently sitting in my party instead of Elle. Anyways, before we get started with those missions, though, one thing I do want to show off is that, I got my very first level 50 Skell. So this is the most expensive heavy class level 50 Skell. Pretty dang awesome. I named it Prometheus. So I'm piloting Prometheus now. Atlas, which was my previous Skell, is now being piloted by Elma. And Nova, which was previously Elma's Skell, is just like currently sitting in the blade hangar, not really doing too much. So I'll probably go and sell that for some extra cash at some point in the future. Anyways, though, to get started, one of the affinity missions that we need to take care of is right over here in the commercial districts by the, barista court area. It's actually this one right in front of the shop, so what do you say we check it out? It's called 9 Lives. We need Elma, Lynn, and Gwen, and to be level 20, so let's get started.
Hey there, Matthias.
Gwen, sir, you're with Colonel Elma's team today?
I don't think we've met. My name's Lin Lee Q.
Tatsu is Tatsu.
My name's Matthias. I'm a mediator. May I ask what you're all doing together, sir?
I needed help on a mission, so I called in a favor.
Geez, Gwen. Being on Arena's team is already impressive, but this is... wow.
Actually, Arena and I both rely on Gwen a great deal.
What? Really?
Man, I wish I could join an elite blade team. Maybe if I wasn't screwing up on the job all the time.
Whoa, what's with all the doom and gloom, Matthias? You're usually so annoyingly upbeat.
Hey now, Gwen, come on, be nice. What's wrong, Matthias? Maybe we can help.
Oh, I couldn't have elites like you wasting time on little old me. I'll work it out myself. It's nothing, really.
Matthias not very good at whole lying thing.
What? I'm not.
Tatsu, smell your desperation. It desperation of friend who cannot decide what to eat for breakfast.
Yeah, it's actually more of a work thing, so...
Alright, so we can leave without, forcing him to say anything, or we can interrogate him and press him to tell us his problems. Let's go with option number 2.
Yeah, come on, it's obvious you want to talk about it. Here, why don't you think about it out loud, and we'll just happen to casually overhear.
That's kind of weird.
Matthias, seriously. At the end of the day, we're all blades here. If there's a problem, then just tell us.
Sir, yeah, all right. If you really don't mind, I need your help. Here, take a look at this.
Oh my god, how adorable! I love cats.
Love to eat them, Lin means, just like Lin does all adorable creatures.
What? I'd never eat a cat.
She's my problem, actually. Her name's Aisha, and I need help finding her.
Oh no, your cat ran away? That's horrible.
I feel silly troubling you with something so minor, but she hasn't been home in over a day, and I'm worried sick.
Hold on a sec. I thought you said your problem was work-related.
Is the cat somehow related to your job as a mediator?
Actually, she is. She's part of a study on the adaptability of Earth species here on Mira.
Huh. That does sound important.
Yeah, well, it's not like I'm shooting indigents in the face like you guys.
Okay, so we can scold and say that he should be proud of what he does, or we can lecture and insist his work is quite valuable. That pretty much gave us the same option, but I guess lecture is the nice way of doing it, so let's go with that.
That's right. And it's not like just any old blade can do it either.
Lynn's right. I'd be lost trying to attempt your line of work. We each choose the tasks that best let us express our unique talents.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right then. Let's get out there and find little Aisha.
And LA is a pretty big place. I'm not exactly sure where we'd start. Are there certain areas she frequented you can tell us about?
A few, I suppose. Though I already searched all the nearby parks and such. Beyond that...
Let's see. Do you have anything with her scent on it? Maybe Tatsu here could sniff her out.
Tatsu is not Bloodhound.
How the heck do you know about bloodhounds?
Actually, I just thought of something. A few times she came home covered in oil. Like motor oil or something. It took forever to scrub it off her.
Motor oil, huh?
That would narrow it down to the Industrial District and the Lower Administrative District, no?
All right. We'll check out the lower administrative district. Matthias, you take the industrial district. If you find anything, let us know.
Understood. Thank you, everyone, and sorry again for all the trouble.
Alright, so we got ourselves our mission. That's right, we're an elite blade team, and we need to track down a cat. I'm not even joking. This is such a valuable use of our time, and I don't even know how I just discovered a landmark, considering all I did was fly over somewhere that I'm pretty sure I've flown over like a million times, but whatever, I'll take it. Anyways, though, to find this cat, we first need to get some information about it. So, if we land over this area, this is like near where you can find Doug if you want to add him to your party. But, we should see one of those, like, yellow chat bubbles. There we go. And that blade has the information about the cat that we need. So now that we have that, we can make our way over to the Industrial District where Matthias is currently looking for Aisha. Talk to him about it, and continue on with the rest of this storyline. It actually does take a little while, and there is some combat later on, but overall it's kind of like a boring side mission.
Any luck, sir?
No cat, but some info.
Did something happen to Aisha?
No, nothing like that. A curator saw her, at least a cat that looks like her, down by the cliffside beach.
What? You mean she got out of the city?
Sounds like it.
Oh, my poor Aisha. I have to rescue her right away. Thank you all so much for your help.
Whoa, hey, wait, Matthias!
That area is teeming with dangerous indigents.
Team Tatsu should hurry before Matthias and Kitty Cat become snack for beasties.
We've come this far. We might as well see the whole thing through.
You know, for being like a military organization, Blades seem to like constantly forget about the whole severity of the issue of being stranded on a completely different planet and just like run out and do whatever the heck they want, thinking everything's going to be hunky-dory and there's not like some giant monster constantly trying to kill them. But whatever, let's make our way over to this beach. Thankfully it is pretty close by, so let's find Matthias and hopefully make sure he's not dead.
Hold on, Matthias, we're coming!
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Good thing I brought my Skell in. There we go. Well, that was pretty easy.
Quinn, all of you, thank you so much.
Are you insane? A non-combatant like you has no business in a place like this.
Aisha!
Huh?
Aisha! Hey, come on, girl, let's go home. Aisha!
Well, perfect. We managed to scare her off. Do you have anything she likes? Food or something?
She always loves it when I give her Kirin catnip.
Perfect! When Tatsu wander off, Mama Pond always set out food to lure him back.
Yeah, well, Nopon and cats seem to be about the same intelligence level, so...
Huh?
You know, at first I didn't like Tatsu, but he's kind of like a fungus, you know, he just grows on you. Anyways, though, we already have, like, the cat food or whatever we needed to collect, so let's just go and talk to Matthias and, progress this mission some more.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Yeah, I can trigger the door remotely from my comm device once she's inside.
So what, we just stand around and wait until she decides to waltz in?
I'm afraid so. Sorry.
It's fine. Standing by is an important element of some missions.
She sure is taking her sweet time. You'd think she'd be starving by now.
Sir? Have you ever owned a pet before?
Yeah, a dog back on Earth. Why?
I could tell from your face when you suggested luring Aisha with food.
Yeah, that dog was an idiot for food.
Quiet.
Well, that sure as hell ain't Aisha.
Oh no! Aisha!
Oh hell, she's gonna fight it! Dude, seriously?
Aisha! You idiot!
You're the idiot here!
Huh?
We'll handle this. You and Aisha get back to NLA.
Yes, sir.
Man, that is like 2 times in the last 5 minutes Matthias has just like run out and got himself into a dangerous situation. Thankfully, my Skell can pretty much one-hit all these enemies since like this mission is really designed to be taken on, I guess, at like a much lower level. But it's weird because it's not really required until at this point in the game. So it's kind of weird how like it's not required until now, but it's designed to be taken on at like a much lower level. Not really sure why they did that, but whatever. Let's just go and talk to Matthias and finish this up.
Glad to see Aisha's home safe.
It's all because of you. Thank you all so much.
Just try and make sure she can't get out again, okay?
I'm afraid that's not really an option.
It's not?
Just as we have our missions, Aisha has hers. And that mission is a tough one. To roam this great land of Mira one piece at a time.
Wow. Is that how you collect your data?
Exactly. I need her in one piece for my research. Past that, she's on her own.
Oh, please. If this was only about gathering data, you could have used Frontier now. Admit it. You were worried sick about her.
Hey,
There goes Kitty Cat.
stay safe, little friend.
Freedom seems to suit her well.
I'm almost jealous. I look forward to the day I can run around in my real body again. It's been so long.
Alright, so we can smile and nod, or we can worry out loud if that day will ever come. Let's agree with her, though.
Although, you guys are in for quite a shock when that day comes.
Why is that?
Why spoil the surprise?
Okay, very quickly, 2 things. 1, I'm really mad that stupid cat just ran away, making that entire mission pointless. And 2, did anyone catch when Elma just said that like we were going to be in for a surprise when we get our real bodies back? I was already suspicious of Elma, but that line was very deliberate. I'm like 95% sure now that like Elma is definitely an alien or something like that. I'm not really too sure, but yeah, she's definitely not a human. Anyways, though, let's make our way over to the Outfitter's test hangar. This is where we first met Alexa, because our next affinity mission is, well, right in front of us. And this one does involve Gwen, but we can't actually have Gwen in our party because, well, this mission is pretty much about him. So, obviously, he can't be, like, with us if we're going to be talking to him. Anyways, though, let's check it out. This is boot camp. We need Elma and Lynn, and we can't have Irina or Gwen, but let's get started.
Colonel, and everyone's here with you. Perfect.
Why do I feel like we're about to be asked for a favor?
No. I mean, yes.
Gwen has desperate and pleading look on face. Let Tatsu guess. Gwen is dying of hunger and want Lindley to make big dessert for us.
Not even close, Shorty.
Well, if you're in a place like this...
Alright, so we can deduce that he's having problems with combat, or we can speculate he's having lady troubles. It's probably more on the combat side, though.
Exactly. I need to get stronger. Be a better soldier.
Come on, Gwen, you're plenty tough already.
But I need to be tougher. I'm still nowhere near Leon's level.
Who's Leon?
Now I get it. Alright, so how can we help? You're looking for some advice?
Yes, ma'am.
Before we can say anything useful, we'll need to get a feel for your current abilities. Let's start with a round of mock combat.
What? But you'll mop the floor with me.
It's an exercise, Gwyn. It's not about winning.
Exactly. Now get ready.
Well, all right. I'll give it my best, ma'am.
Well, Gwen, I feel really sorry for you because, this is going to hurt you way more than it's going to hurt me. Especially since it's like 3-on-1, so really, you don't even stand a chance, mate. But, yeah, if you wanted to, I think you could use your Skells. Yeah, all our Skells are back there, but, you know, we might as well go, like, hand-to-hand combat with them because I feel like using a Skell, at least right now, would kind of be like cheating. Plus, he's already like half HP, and I just don't want to walk back and go and get in my Skell. So, ta-da! There we go. We beat Gwen.
It's no use. My weapons just don't pack enough punch. I need better gear.
Alright, so we can agree in saying that his pea shooter is useless, or we can ask him if he really thinks it's his weapon's fault. Let's go with that one.
Well, yeah, stronger weapons make stronger soldiers. It's just math.
It's just wrong is what it is.
Hmm? How do you mean?
Lynn, what are your thoughts on what we just saw?
Well,
No, be honest, please.
okay, well, it sort of felt like your weapons were using you instead of the other way around.
They were using me?
Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way, but we mechanics have a little saying. Even the fanciest, most high-tech tools are useless in the hands of an amateur.
I think that sums it up perfectly. You don't need a more powerful weapon. You just need more skill handling them. Without the fundamentals in place, even a magical wonder gun would be wasted on you.
Start with the basics, huh? I never thought of that.
We'll begin with some simple drills. Hold on a second. I have the perfect tool for this.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so this part of the mission is kind of weird. We actually need to go to the admin district and go and buy an assault rifle, just like a soldier assault rifle from the shop. Just like the basic assault rifle they give you, I think, when you start the game. So it's kind of weird because I would have thought for sure we actually had one of these already, but apparently we don't. So yeah, as long as you have like 4,500 credits, which you should have by now, you can just like pick one of those up very quickly and continue on with the mission. But yeah, I'm not sure if like you actually need to buy one or just have one in your inventory. I mean, it could be that like at some point I sold all my soldier assault rifles, so that's why I like don't have any. But yeah, I thought for sure like we would have had one in our inventory, but whatever. Now that we got one, let's go and talk to Gwen.
Wait, seriously? This thing?
So you remember it.
How could I forget? This clunker's the first gun they hand enlistees. You really think this'll help?
Yes, and that's why I'm forbidding you from using any other weapon for now.
But this thing is just...
Elma chose it for you, Gwyn. She must have a reason.
Right. Sorry. Thank you, Colonel. I'll try it out and see how it goes.
Good. In fact, I just got orders for some new missions, so why don't we go give them a try?
Huh? 3 missions? Right this second?
Stow the chatter, soldier, and move out!
Ma'am, yes, ma'am!
Okay, so we can comment about what happened with Elma, or we can defend Gwen and say Elma was being too harsh. Let's go with option 1, though.
Yes, Elma is even harsher drill sergeant than Mustache Man.
Ah, this is nothing. The Colonel had quite the reputation back in the Corps.
I said move your feet, not your mouth!
Ma'am! Yes, ma'am!
Alright, so now we can add Gwen to our party, and our 3 missions include like hunting various different indigents. But first, make sure you go to ground gear, and make sure you actually equip that soldier assault rifle to Gwen, because yeah, right now he's using the soldier assault rifle 2. I mean, obviously it's like the same weapon, kind of, just slightly better, but the game will not like allow you to complete this mission unless he's using the one that you just bought. Alright, so now that is all squared away, you know, let me go find my Skell first, and then we'll go and like fast travel to like the first area we need to go to, because only Gwen needs to be holding that weapon for it to count. Like, we still need to fight like a ton of indigents, and might as well do that in my Skell, since obviously it'll go just a little bit faster, and it will still count like towards the goal of completing the mission, because Gwen is actually holding the soldier assault rifle. So really, that's the only major requirement. But I guess this will be like a good chance to show off my level 50 Skell, which besides having like 2 different attacks is more or less the same with what I have equipped to it. Like, obviously I upgraded to the level 50 version of like every weapon, so I do have like a higher attack and stuff like that, but really it's not too much different from the level 30 Skell. Like, I don't currently have any super weapons equipped to it just yet, which I am working on getting some, because a couple of people have asked me about them, and obviously yes, since I do have level 5 mechanical, I've gone around like off screen and collected some blueprints for some super weapons, so I can go and commission those to get them built. But the problem is the materials it takes to actually build the super weapons are not exactly easy to come by. Like, the fastest way to get them is by using reward tickets, which obviously you have like a limited amount of. You can get more by doing the squad missions, which is pretty slow, but the fastest way to get like more reward tickets is by doing the global nemesis battles like the Telethia and stuff like that. So you have to like go in, do those battles, then you'll get like a bunch of appendage parts which you can trade for reward tickets. Then you trade those reward tickets for the items you actually need to create the super weapons or any other gear that you want to commission from the AMs. So yeah, it's a pretty time-consuming process, and that's really why I don't like have any super weapons, at least not right now. If anything, right now, like, my main goal, besides, like, I am building towards one super weapon, like, I will say that, but besides like the super weapons, right now my main goal is to fight the higher level indigents and hope that they drop like other weapons, because certain like high level indigents have a chance of dropping like certain Skell weapons like G-Busters, or there's this one weapon called the Phoenix, which is really good. So currently like my main focus is to try and get like a bunch of those. That way, once the rest of my party gets their level 50 Skells, I can equip them with those weapons, because those are going to be like far more useful, I think, in the long run for like getting other gear and stuff like that. Anyways, we're done with both objective A and B, so let's teleport to the other side of Primordia and take on objective C, and then we can finish up the rest of Gwen's Get Tougher mission. It's actually a really good thing that we used Gwen early on, because we did manage to get up to 1 whole Heart of Affinity, and both of these missions require to have at least 1 Heart of Affinity with Gwen. So I'm really glad we managed to do that, because let me tell you, Affinity is one of the more annoying stats to level up in this game. Like, let me tell you, Celica and Nagi both need 3 Hearts of Affinity to get the 2 arts that I wanted from them. It took me like over 8 hours to grind up those 3 Hearts of Affinity with those characters. It was not fun to do at all, but I finally got it done, and we can probably get those arts very soon, maybe even in the next episode, not entirely sure. Anyways, now that we've completed all of Elma's tasks, let's make our way back to the test hangar, and I guess we can like challenge Gwen one more time, and I think that should wrap it up for this mission.
Well, how do you feel after slinging that weapon around?
I think Could I ask for another round, ma'am?
You got it. Get ready.
Alright, here we go, round 2, and oh, I'm already in my Skell. Well, that is just perfect then. Sorry, Gwen, this is gonna go by a lot faster. I like how Gwen is now, like, level 46, so somehow he leveled up, like, 6 levels just by doing this one singular affinity mission. Anyways, there we go, we win.
Keep it up. pretty good, judging by the look on his face.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Colonel. Now I know to focus on the fundamentals. I remember now. Leon used to stay late and just drill on the basics for hours and hours.
So, who is this Leon anyway?
He was my best friend.
Leon was Irina's younger brother, Lynn. He didn't make it on board the White Whale.
Oh, Gwyn. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just, he was my hero, you know? Always looking out for me. And Irina always looked so happy when he was around. I always envied that. And him. That's why I want to be just like him.
Alright, so we can lecture and tell him that he must surpass Leon, or we can provoke and tell him that he'll never live up to Leon's standards. Let's go with option 1.
He's right. We can't have you settling for good enough.
Wow. Now we've got 2 drill sergeants.
You're right. I shouldn't settle for being like him or anyone else. Time stopped for Leon back on Earth, but my clock's still ticking. I should focus on the best me that I can be. I realize that now. In fact, who knows? Maybe I'll even surpass Leon someday. When that day comes, I want a rematch, okay?
Of course. I wouldn't miss it.
Still, from the looks of things, that's a long way off. If you want to be strong enough to protect Irina, that is.
What? How did you even...
Oh, come on, it's written all over your face. You get these puppy dog eyes every time you talk about her.
If even Lynn's calling you out on this, I'd say you should take note of it.
Guess it's more than just my combat skills that need work.
Alright, and there we go, guys. We completed the boot camp affinity mission, so hopefully Gwen is like a little bit tougher now, even though I'm still not going to use him in my party. Alright, so now that that is done, we actually can take on the next major story chapter. But again, like I said, I'm not sure if I want to do that in the next episode, or get the 2 arcs that I want from Nagi and Celica, so I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, though, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.